that's what we're here for. We've got a lot of nostalgic games. What consoles do you play on? Wii and Xbox 360 classics. Old classics. I've got a lot of them. I'll try to select the best and I'll come to you backwards. In just a sip of tea, I already know what you want. I've got like 8 games that I can show to you, and I'm sure you're gonna like them, so let's get right into it. First of all, I'm going to present you Xbox 360 games, if you're ready. First of all, I chose a classic that a lot of people played, and I don't know if you like war games or FPS games, but Halo 4 is a classic in combat or in Alienverse, in space, and I really adore this game. I've played countless hours with friends, playing like up to like 4 people on the same screen, and it's an amazing game. I got it a long time ago, but I'm sure it will bring back a lot of old memories. I think I'm going to play all the games I presented to you like soon, because I forgot all of those ones, but that's the beauty of the story. Always remember old things that you had forgotten before, and really it's the beauty and the magic of all of this. So I'm going to give you this game. What's great about all of these games is that they're kind of cheap for what they are, because they were released like so long ago. We tried to put the best price on them, so really this looks like an amazing game. It was released in 2012, if I remember correctly, so 11 years ago was released. Halo 4 got 2 discs, the one for installing, the one for playing, and you can play so many hours on it. It's kind of incredible. I think it's something you cannot miss, and you can also play on Xbox Live if you want to. It's an online service on Xbox 360. It's really incredible. And if you have an Xbox One, you can also play this game on it, because Xbox, when they migrated from 360 to Xbox One, decided to create some games on Xbox 360 that could be on Xbox One, which is great. If you have an Xbox One S, for example, or an Xbox One Standard, where you can put discs in, that's really a must-have, I think. So I'm leaving that one here for you. Now, second of all, I think you remember last time I showed to you Assassin's Creed Origins with Bayek of Siwa in Egypt, and I adore that game. But if you want to return to the origin of that Origins game, you've got Assassin's Creed, the first one, that was released more than 15 years ago, if I remember correctly, and I think that it's set in 1191 AD in Jerusalem during the brutal times of the Third Crusade. The streets are bustling with activity, but in a few seconds everything will change, all because of you, Altair, a feared assassin. Even that description's one will make anyone want to play it. It's absolutely incredible. You get to explore the Holy Land in a quest to expose an ancient conspiracy. Have you ever played Assassin's Creed before? Yeah, Assassin's Creed 1. The second one. That's one of the best Assassin's Creed in my opinion, but if you want, how can I say this, to return to the sources of Assassin's Creed, this one is your must-have in these nostalgia games. It's to experience the power of the assassin and get back to how this game all started, and it's a legendary saga, and I'm sure you would love playing it. You can plan your attacks, strike without mercy, and fight your way to escape. Make your way through the crowd to reach your target. Every action has consequences and can decide whether the crowd will help you or hinder you. There are a lot of mechanics that were used in other Assassin's Creed, but some are unique with just this one. And Ubisoft created an amazing franchise for sure, so I'm putting that one with Halo 4 for sure. Now, if I had to cite another Assassin's Creed game that I love and that I've played countless hours on, it was actually the first Assassin's Creed I ever played in my life. It's Assassin's Creed Rogue. I think that it's underrated. A lot of people like to put it down because they don't really enjoy it, but I think that the places, being onto the sea and into the oceans and even combat on land. I find that everything was pretty great actually, and I'd definitely recommend you to play this. It's in the 18th century, if I remember correctly, in North America. And you were an assassin, and you become a Templar, actually. So that means that this is the only game where it's a sort of treason towards the assassins. But that's what I like about this game. It's really incredible, in my opinion. Even though, as I said before, people don't like it as much, and that's kind of a shame, actually, because I find it truly great. The characters are great, the storyline is good, the graphics are good as well, and I put it at the same level as Black Flag, which was Assassin's Creed 4, if I remember correctly. So that would be another must-have. I didn't see this, but I actually have 9 games, because there's a little one that you're going to see furthermore afterwards that I didn't see before. But now, last Xbox 360 game, because I've got 4 Xbox 360 games and I've got 5 Wii games. I have the last Xbox 360 game is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. In my opinion, I think it's the best, one of the best Call of Duty games they ever made. It was released kind of a long time ago now. I'm going to find when it was released actually. It was released in 2011. Damn, that was a long time ago. I was pretty young at the time. I don't think it was suitable for my age at the time, but you know, I still played it, you know. It's an amazing experience, and as Halo 4, there are a lot of great maps, some great modes, and a lot of fun. You can spend a lot of time playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. They also made a remake recently on Xbox One and PS4 of Modern Warfare 1 and 2, which are good, but for nostalgia, Modern Warfare 3 is your must-have in Call of Duty games for sure. The first and the second were pretty great, but damn, the third one is something else. I really hope that these will suit you. I'm sure you'll spend countless hours, maybe like 500 hours on all of these games for sure, if you do all the missions and everything you could do. I'm sure you found things like that. So you've got 4 there. Now let's get into the Wii games, into serious business. First, I've got one that isn't in great case or in great condition, but it's Mario Kart Wii. The disc is in amazing condition, but you know, everything that we obtain in this store are things that people sold to us, and sometimes they don't take care of them, but we assure that the discs are in perfect condition because that's what people look for, and that's what we of course want to guarantee to our clients, which is normal of course. Mario Kart Wii, I don't have to explain to you what Mario Kart is for people that were born in the 2000s. It's countless hours when you were little, or even today. Sometimes you have friends over, you may be like 20, 25, 30, or even 40 years old. I'm sure that you always spend good times on Mario Kart Wii. You had a question. Do we have any remotes for Mario Kart Wii? Yes, we do. We have these steering wheels. I can sell you that, or I can even give them to you if you take the entirety. I can give you some little packages. For sure, there's no problem. We're here to sell things that, for people who love these things, so of course, there's no problem with the price. For sure. Now, another Mario game, but this adventure is amazing. I think I'm going to play it again. It's amazing, truly. It's Super Mario Galaxy 2. Honestly, I forgot this game from my mind, but now that I see it, I remember playing like, I don't know, 100 hours when I was a young gamer, when I was like, I don't know, like 11 or 12 with my cousin and my brother as well, and it's truly amazing. It was released in 2010. Surely that was one of the best games I ever played because there were so many different things you could do with nunchuks and with Mario and Yoshi. Sorry, I'm being nostalgic. It's so amazing to see all of this. So I'll put this with, I've got this in my personal collection as well, but I think you must absolutely play this game. If I could advise you to start with one game, it would be this one, because what's great about it is you can start at an easy level, and you progressively get harder and harder. Levels get harder and harder, and that's what makes this game great to play when you're not a very advanced gamer. But that's what I would consider any person to start a video game to play. Really amazing game, absolutely incredible. Now I'm seeing that I have a fun game that normally is a board game that I love personally, like every game that I show you, but this one is a board game. It's Monopoly Streets. It's of course the equivalent of Monopoly but on Wii, and it's made in a 3D map with a lot of cool things to do. Actually, it's a simple Monopoly, but then you can have custom maps on which you can play with a lot of 3D graphics that are pretty impressive for the time it was released in. I got some time to find the date on this. 2010. That was a long time ago, 13 years ago. They released Monopoly Streets. And of course, Monopoly is a timeless classic, even if you don't play everyday Monopoly, which can be kind of normal. But when you have friends around, really, it's kind of an amazing game to play. I bought it in Switzerland, I can see, because the game is in German, or in Swiss German, which is a weird language, but even though I respect it a lot, but it's amazing to see this. It's a classic Monopoly that's coming to life in some way, and truly, you'll love it. I'm sure you will. I know you a little bit now because you've bought so many games here. I've considered giving you so many things, and every time you have such a distinguished critique of what I give you, so I know exactly what you're looking for. That's why timeless classic again. Wii Sport Resort. I don't even have to present to you. All these Wii games are so classic in some way that you're never going to need to present them. You've got so many different games. You've got 12 different sports to play in Wii Sports Resort. It's the Nintendo Select as well. And in these 12 different sports, you've got so many games that I love, like Saber. I think that's maybe one of my favorites, where I used to think I was a Jedi because I loved Star Wars at the time, like every decent man on this planet. And truly, Saber was amazing. I was really a young Padawan at the time because I never achieved the highest ground of being a Jedi, but I always wished of becoming one. That's why I trained so many countless hours onto Saber. Then you've also got wakeboard, you've got frisbee, you've got bow and arrow. All of these are written in French because I bought this one in France, so that's why I'm trying to translate them as well. You've got basketball, you've got table tennis, you've got golf. Golf is pretty fun. Bowling I think is maybe the most popular one. You've got so many memes on them. Moto marine, you've got kayak, you've got bike, I don't know how you can say this, cycling, and you've got aerial games which involve planes and other helicopters like that. And truly, I think that sorry for that, I'm a bit sick, but I think that these are the games that will suit you best. But now I've got one last one. I think I could talk hours about this one, but truly the best of all, Wii Party. I'm sorry to say that this is the best game that ever existed on our planet. Everyone will maybe not be, will not think that of it, but truly, I love this game. There's so many times where I've got friends, we're kind of grown-up children or grown-up people, but we still play Wii Party because there's so many amazing games. There's one game that is hide and seek, where you have to take all of the remotes, the former remotes you've got normally for Wii, and then you can hide them anywhere in your room, in your real room. And you've got like 90 seconds to hide all of them, and then all the other players have to find them in like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. And I've played it so many times with so many different people, and honestly, it's amazing. It's truly great. I think that you cannot have a bad time playing Wii Party. All the mini games as well are classics and favorites, of course, but I hope you're going to do your own critique and thoughts about this game, because it's amazing. There are more than 80 mini games, and there are a lot of games that can test your friendship with other people or your love ship. That was talking about some old memories, but there are other games where you can transform your living room or your playroom into a sort of place where you can play different games, where you'll need some space to play, like Tic-Tac-Boom or other stuff like that. So, are you ready to go play We Party? I hope you are. You can play with your own me, and me's amazing. I've got like 400, maybe a little bit too much, but with my brother we created all the characters from Harry Potter, we created all the characters from Star Wars as well. I remember everyone from our family, our cousins, grandparents, everyone. So we've got a lot of me's to choose from every time. We've created spooky people, we've created amazing people, we've created beautiful people, we've created weird people. A lot of weird people when I remember correctly, but that's the beauty of it. So there it is, you've got 9 games. I'm sure you're going to like them. Do you want a bag? No, you're a college. That's good for ecology. So 9 games, all-time classics. I'm going to give you this, but I've got to sort of pain in my heart to give you all this, even though I've got all these games, but giving them to people is a part of, it's like you giving a part of yourself away, but I hope you're going to like these, truly. Have an amazing time playing all this. And to all my subscribers, have a great night. I'm sure you will. I hope this was a little bit relaxing for you. A little experience of selling to you some old games that of course were mine. I'm not a true seller in a video store. You would have guessed it, because I'm actually in my room with all my paintings behind me. And my piano as well. But it was my pleasure to do this video. I just wanted to tell you that you're great. I've never had a channel that worked so much, even though this is like a side channel, because I work a lot on other videos, like on my channel, Raphi. But this one, it's astonishing to see how much ASMR actually works. At first I did this because I once fell into an ASMR video, and I was like, I found that fun too. It looked fun to do, and every time I find something fun like that to do, I'm asking myself, why not start? I mean, ASMR isn't really hard to do, especially when I'm happy to have some little knowledge about editing or doing thumbnails and all of that, but you really don't need a lot for ASMR, which is great. And so I just started it, and it turned out to be actually amazing. And I think that this is what helps me and drives me in my everyday life. Sorry, I do a lot of pauses. I'm a bit like Obama, but that's the way I talk, because I think a lot, because it's kind of late now, but talking to you in ASMR. If I could give you an advice, is that if ever you want to start something, it doesn't cost you anything to just try. Even if it doesn't work, you don't have any standards to reach. Just try doing something. If you want to paint something, paint something. If you want to play some music or just create a song, there's no, how to say this, you've got nothing to lose on that point. Even just releasing an ASMR video, which can be kind of frightening, because you maybe think that you're not very, social or anything. Don't care, doesn't matter. Just do what you want to do. That's really the end of the video advice. I love doing this because now that I've got like 520 subscribers in like 7 or 8 videos, I think that I tried to transmit some positive messages, and that's what I like to do. Maybe one day I'll do an entire video about advice that I can write for you. But just remember to do what you like in your everyday life, and if you have just a project, just get into it. There's no bad things that could happen, so really, just go. That was the end of this video message. Thanks a lot for watching. See you very, very soon, everyone. Have an amazing night or day if you are just trying to relax. I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.